Mr. Speaker.
Dr. Kennedy Graham.
Mr. Speaker, the Green Party stands with the people of France in their moment of grief and trauma. To paraphrase a valiant leader from a century ago, your sons and daughters so cruelly slain in the city of Paris this Friday evening are our sons and daughters today. For we are united in sorrow and respect. Our hearts go out to the families of the fallen. We live in a new age in which humanity is divided, not only by ideas, but by standards. Our emerging notion of global morals and values, our sense of how to conduct ideas and interests, how to aspire to manage human conflict humanely, have themselves become subject to challenge. The means of conflict are never pretty, but the world is witness today to two forms of belief. One holds that there exists a threshold of behaviour below which no human, by virtue of being human, is expected or permitted to sink. The other is that there is no such threshold. What we have witnessed in the deserts in recent years, what we have witnessed in this new century of ours in the streets of our cities all around the world, is barbarity of a kind unprecedented in the modern age. It is not that humans have never acted thus in the past. It is that we believed we had, through pain and effort, civilised ourselves to a higher point. However modestly so, we believe our values and morals today to be of a higher kind. As we look ahead, the art of global leadership, to be shared by the leaders of all nations, will be to agree on how to respond to such barbarity with stern and far-reaching effect while retaining the values we already hold dear as a young and fragile global community. We do not pretend today to have infallible insight into how that challenge is to be met, beyond affirming that our existing principles and institutions, enshrined essentially in the UN Charter and the Statute of Rome, are to be strictly respected. We are at a moment of reckoning. We cannot, in the heat of the moment, lose sight of what we have achieved over the past century, of what we hold dear, of where we wish to head. Perhaps, sir, we need to have a debate in this House on these very issues. Meanwhile, let us pay our respect to the fallen in Paris, and also in Beirut and Ankara and Moscow and Boston and Garissa, in Gaza and Jerusalem and Sana'a, and in the skies above Egypt. Let us pay our respect to the peoples and governments of these countries, and indeed of all countries on this planet that we share.